Hello, this is Dennis Seatsma, Dennis John Seatsma Productions, Homestead, Florida, USA. This gentleman has agreed to an interview. What's your name, sir?
My name's Andy Evenson. I'm from Minnesota. They asked me to come down here and judge the Florida Watercolor Society show and teach a workshop in conjunction with that and hand out the awards tonight. So the big awards banquet is tonight.
And tonight is what, the 28th or the 29th? Or?
That's a good question. I'm not even sure. This week has been a blur.
Well, today is the last day anyway.
Yeah.
But it's September 2023, which is usually what I do in my intro. I'm not showing my face. I'm Dennis Seatsma, and I grow avocados in Homestead, Seatsma Tropical Fruits. And my wife Leslie is an artist. She didn't enter anything this year, but she's a participant. So I won't be influencing the judge in any way.
Ooh, that's $10. Thank you.
Yeah. But tell me, how does one become a judge? What's your background?
Yeah, so I've been painting for about 30 years. I was actually a medical illustrator in my first life. I went to school for illustration. Most artists, the vast majority of us kind of, the old adage, what are you going to do for a living? So a lot of people that are interested in artwork either become architects or illustrators or something. And I just happened to kind of fall into this field of medical illustration where I was creating artwork for surgical techniques, sometimes textbooks, but mostly it was used for advertising and patient education.
Oh, so you're one of those textbook people.
Yeah, but I mean
that do these wonderful diagrams and
exactly,
graphics.
yeah. Tight things.
Oh, that's such a gift.
So when I, because I've always loved to draw, so it just kind of made sense. But then when I wanted to paint, I purposely wanted to kind of loosen up. I'm still a representational painter. I like the scene to look, accurate, the colors and the shapes and things. But I wanted to look like a painting, not a photograph. I'd done enough of that with my illustration work. I think that style kind of spoke to a lot of people. It took me quite a while to develop and get better.
Okay, let me ask you a critical question,
Sure.
But before I do that, let me introduce myself a little bit more. Like I said, I'm Dennis Seatsma. I'm a budding YouTube producer. I normally do it-yourself videos, how to fix your marine engine, how to fix your car engine, handyman stuff. But I'm an electrical engineer, retired after 42 years at Miami International Airport with FAA, and I was what they called a resident engineer or project manager. And I traveled all over the Caribbean and all over the United States because I was also a union rep for PASS, Professional Airway System Specialist. But in any event, my only interest in art was that my wife, Leslie, is a wonderful artist who's never been able to start her career, although she's tried in Miami, which is very fertile ground in Miami for art.
A lot of Florida is.
Oh yeah, and the Florida Panhandle. She did the Forgotten Coast thing a couple of times now. And she's won awards with the South Florida Watercolor Society in the past, and we've even been to the White House for art for my wife's ornament for the White House Christmas tree in 2007. But the upshot is, how does somebody get started as a successful artist? Because for somebody to pour their passion and their soul and their love of art into all of these wonderful paintbrushes and colors like we get at Cheap Joe's Art and Blick and others, my wife's even buying some paintbrushes from Europe now to make sure she can get the. Anyway, if all of it stays in the attic or in the wall of your own home and it's never shown or sold, how does somebody launch to get the attention of somebody like yourself as a judge?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't care about, when I'm a judge, I have no idea who's painting. They don't let us see the names, really.
Right.
We're judging the painting.
Right.
So I don't care if that person has a successful career or if it's their first time entering. So
Right.
number one,
but how does somebody get started in a successful? There's somebody like Ann Abgott who has a successful, and she's in her 80s now, I think.
Well, it sounds like your wife's on the right track, actually. I mean, the
we're
important
good
thing
friends
is
with
getting out
Ann.
there. She's done the Forgotten Coast. That's a big plein air event. So that
It's
it gets
fun
a lot
too.
Of, it gets a lot
like
of
this
eyes.
event.
gets her a lot of attention, so that's going to get her name out there, and the people that come. It's just, you know, doing whatever you can to get your work in front of eyes. You know, when I first started, there's nothing wrong with hanging your work in coffee shops. I mean, how many people go into a coffee shop every day versus walking into a gallery?
Exactly.
Painting. So
exactly.
I mean, and some of us, you know, a lot of people think it's beneath them to put it in there, but I did that when I started, you know, just locally around the Twin Cities up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's just getting eyes on your work and
Well, my wife and I are scuba divers, and we love to do Miami to Key West. And because of that, my wife was inspired to do marine art. And we've met Guy Harvey and Carrie Chin.
Oh, cool.
Oh, they're wonderful people.
Yeah.
And I actually saw some of Guy Harvey's original work at the Complete Angler in Bimini before it burned down.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I wished I could have taken more pictures, but I didn't have this wonderful technology like we're using right now.
Right.
Where I can talk to you comfortably and do an interview ad hoc.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, it is. Well, 20 years ago we talked about having this technology, and now we got it.
Yep.
And everybody called me a heretic in 1995 because they didn't know what the internet was in 95. Well, we've used internet for missing and exploited children, and now for silver alerts, and now even lost dogs and cats.
Seriously,
We're
put a
using
chip in
the
them?
internet for everything.
Yep.
But I want to thank you for doing this, taking time out of your day to allowing me to do this this video with you. But
My
you
pleasure.
know, we've had such a great time here in Ocala at the Hilton. The people of the Hilton here have been wonderful, like Freddie in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yep.
I talked to Freddie this morning. I love to talk to people and interview people that work at these fine establishments like the Hilton in Ocala off Road 200 and I-75. Not far away at all from I-75. Very nice, beautiful resort. And I like to camp out once I get to her. I've traveled quite a bit with FAA because I was a union rep, and they traveled let me travel all over the country. Anyway, I got to close this out. We're at the 7-minute point of the video.
good.
But again, what was your name?
Andy Evenson from Minnesota.
Well, Andy, thank you very much
My
for
pleasure. Good luck
allowing
to your
me
wife.
to talk to you today.
Good luck to your
Thank
wife.
you.
I hope it all works out.